Hello, 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 everybody. It's your girl Ashley on a Friday for Asking for a Friend Friday. I am happy to be here and I am happy that you are here listening with us. If this is your first time listening, we're going to have a candid conversation about a question that you want to ask your friend about. Oh, perfect. Our guest is in the room, so we will get started. I wore my Beyonce t-shirt for this guest specifically. Hello, Monaé. How are you?
Wonderful, Ashley. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being on the show. Sorry, just trying to get my angle right.
Yeah,
Okay,
got to get those angles right. Flick,
so
flick.
important. So important. And yes, I literally just mentioned that I am wearing the Beyonce t-shirt today because we have celebrity hairstylist with us and we are manifesting working with her.
Manifest.
Yes,
Yes, man, I'm fast.
we are manifesting this for the both of us. So, Monaé, I want to thank you again for being on the show. And I want to talk to you. I have a question that my friend, um, she was wondering, as a celebrity hairstylist, what are some of the things you wish you knew before working with high-profile clients?
Ooh, I wish I knew a lot of things before working with high-profile clients. I've been a hairstylist for almost 20 years, so probably 5 years or so before I ever started working with celebrities. I wish I would have known that it is all about the celebrity. It is not very much about you at all.
Oh, no.
Uh, yeah, it's all about ensuring their comfort. Like if you're in a salon, they come into your work home and they got to follow your rules basically and
Mm,
do things the way you say and come in when you tell them. It is not that way with working with high profile people at all. It is all about how you can accommodate them.
mm. Even if they are coming into your shop, or
No,
is
so
this
high
set life?
This is set life. So I do a lot of print work and production work, set life, hashtag set life. I do a lot of that work. But when I started working in higher end salons before fully taking the leap, it was a lot of that as well. We were very accommodating,
Mm,
serving food and drink and wine, making sure that you worked within their schedule as much as possible. I felt like the higher in the salon, the more accommodating I was of the client and the more I listened to them. Like, when I was in the salon with a lower ticket price, it was you gonna sit here and get your hair done. When I went up to the
mm.
higher salon, it was like, oh, you'd like for me to use this product and this tool in this way? Absolutely. You read about it in Allure or Essence. Tell me more.
Haha. I see. Sorry, I'm just going to pin the question. So that's actually a good question. So is the price point the same when working with me? If I come to the salon to get my hair done versus the queen bee coming, are we paying the same price?
No, it's absolutely going to be very different. And I saw a heart there. I don't know if that was Keisha that threw that heart, but can we get some more hearts? Because we're about to spill some tea. And
We love
Ashley has
hearts.
taken her time to put this show together. So let's let Instagram know. So, no, the prices are going to be very different. And let's go through a few reasons why the prices are
Mm,
going to be different. Once again, a regular neighborhood salon, and I say regular as a term of endearment, but just simply separating the two. One is not better.
of
A
course.
regular salon, the client comes in and they accommodate you. They work on your
Mm,
schedule, your time. They sit and wait until you're ready for them. They know multiple people are coming. So let's say you're coming in for a blowout and let's just choose a nice round number of $50, right?
okay, I like round and 50. That's perfect, actually.
And let's say that she takes a client every 30 minutes. Now, we know that has nothing to do with in most salons when you get out.
Hmm.
Okay, so, but if Beyonce, or let's name some of my clients, Dominique Fishback or Denai Guerrera or Emily Tosta are booking me, they are booking me for an entire 4 hour slot, 8 hour slot, or 12 hour slot. So that
Okay.
means they need to pay me my amount for the entire 4 hour, 8 hour, or 12 hour slot. And then we start getting into some other things like maybe they have realized they need a little more privacy. that
Okay.
rate goes up a little higher. Maybe they have realized that they are simply not good with keeping a schedule. So many things happen.
Yep.
You might want to book me for more time. They probably are going to book me more for that just in case, like they book me for 4 hours, but for any reason in the world, we need extra time. They don't want to hear me say, no, ma'am, no, ma'am, I got somewhere to go.
Right.
No, ma'am. So there's many reasons why those prices are different. Also, maybe they have me traveling with them. Maybe I'm changing their hairstyle multiple times in a day. It can be
Okay.
a ton of different reasons. But also, I'd like to believe that if you're working with celebrities, you have a higher level of skill.
Mm.
So even if it's not the physical skill of doing hair, it's the skill of being able to accommodate, communicate, change on the dime, and just really always stay on your toes.
That's really good. That's really, really, really good. And it also makes me feel good that I'm, you know, not paying as much as Beyonce to get her hair done.
Well, I have a free celebrity checklist, celebrity cheat sheet checklist that you can get from the MonaéLife.com, where I tell you all of the tools and products that you need to style any type of hair. And this is the same kit I would use if I have a quote unquote regular client or if Beyonce called me. But maybe I might throw in, some extra hair extensions for Queen Bee because she's not going to leave my chair and say Monaé didn't have everything I need.
Everything that she needed. And so, what are some of the other things that you wish you knew?
Well, I wish I would have known what products and tools to have that were
Mm.
universal that I could use on any type of hair, whether it's male hair, female hair, whether it is long hair, short hair, natural, straight hair. Oh, Keisha, I see you, boo. Yes, ma'am, the MonaéLife.com. Hey, Carla. Sorry, I always shout out my peeps if they come
No,
and
that's
join.
good. That's good. That's
So I
good.
wish I would have known what products and tools to use. I wish I would have known where I could cut corners in terms of products and tools and where I
Mm.
could not.
I
So
see.
I've learned a lot about having the best products and tools because there's something about having a cheap product or tool that when you get the biggest job of your career and you put your shoulders back and you're ready to get to working, that it'll break on you in front of everybody. It's just like it has that perfect timing
Oh,
where you've told everybody else, oh, you spent $300 on your blow dryer? I only spent 30 on mine and it's popping. As soon as Queen Bee say blow me out, that thing gonna go
no.
and
Oh, no.
embarrass you in front of everybody. So
Has
yeah,
that happened to
there's
you?
I have had tools break in front of prestigious clients, yeah, many a time. So, okay, another thing I wish I would have learned, if we're going to spill the tea, I wish I would have known from the beginning how to pack my traveling kit. I am
Oh,
harping on this because when you work with high-end clientele, you tend to do traveling. So that could be if you're a traveling wedding hair and makeup artist, you're going to travel to them because it's great if you do wedding hair and makeup in your city. But what if they say, baby girl, listen here, I'm getting married in the Bahamas. You down?
you coming? You down
You
to
want to
ride?
be down. You want to be ready to go, right?
For sure, for sure.
So yeah, I wish I would have known how to pack that kit. Now I pack my kit in a way that I have my kit, I have everything in it, and I do have to check it because of the size.
Hmm.
Like as of last year, I didn't have to always check it, but now most of the time they make you check it. So I had to learn that, but I also had to learn how to carry a small enough kit that it can go in my pocketbook. Whereas if they lost
Yeah,
everything, I
just in
could
case.
still knock out some hairstyles with this because when I fly to LA or London or I just came back from New Zealand, they don't care
Right,
why you don't have your stuff. If the airline lost your suitcase, tough story.
right.
What about that hair?
So what you about to do with this? What you
Yeah,
about to do?
so how's this gonna work? Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. Oh my God, girl. So many things I wish I would have known. So many things.
So someone in the comments asked, what are some of the best products you use?
Well, So products, I like to work with mousses and gels. Believe it or not, you can use that on every single hair textures. You can use that to plump up the hair, to give it some hold. You can use, I don't know, curling irons, Marcel irons, not the stove. I don't, it's not my preference to travel with a stove iron. My preference is to use like tourmaline Marcel irons, high-end brushes, other products. I'm trying to think, because you know when you ask somebody a question and like jumps out of their head. Really good combs, you know, that just jumped in my head. But listen, a lot of people think that, hey, if I want to do my hair, I can run on down to the pharmacy and grab a comb. Do you know that most of those combs are so dull you can't even part your hair straight with it?
So, fun fact, I didn't own a comb for a very long time. I just
What?
used to do these numbers here and just make it work, you know, like whatever we can do. So, um, I still would just go down to the store and get a brush because I don't know the importance of it.
Okay. And that makes
So
sense. But
if you
see,
could share.
now that you are a super podcast IG log extraordinaire, you
Extraordinary,
may
yes,
this
ma'am.
you may decide that you want to part your hair. There is nothing like realizing your part is crooked until you take a picture, and everybody be like, "But what happened right there, though?" And you're like, "No, it's cute. It's a side part," and they're like, "It's not. It's not a side part. It's going the wrong direction, or hair is not gathering right." So I learned, you know, every little tool is important. I didn't even know how to pick out the difference in different types of pins for the hair. You think, hey, I'm at a store, let me grab them. There are some that are so sharp they will go underneath the skin. You don't want to pierce somebody's scalp. There are some that are so big and bulky it won't hold the hair together. Like
Wow.
every single part of working with high-end clientele and being a celebrity stylist, every single part of it is how can I step up just a little bit more? So if I've made a couple of steps higher, that means the finished product is so much better. Okay, we spilling tea. Ashley is asking these
That
good
is
questions, and
so,
I
so
don't see
good.
hearts. Y'all gotta let Ashley know you like what she's doing.
I appreciate you for this. So someone asked what your favorite brush is.
You know, my favorite brush this very moment that comes to mind, and you know, I should make this like a trivia question. Go through my Instagram and see how many times you see me with my Go Creative Tools pocket sized brush. Like
Mm,
it seems like whenever it's time to take a behind the scenes photo, I'm like, but what about my brush?
gotta grab the
And yeah,
brush. I'm
Keisha
gonna go.
said, what's behind me? My book, Stunning Braids. And yes, the Creative Tools
Oh,
brush is in there as well.
perfect. So definitely have to. I'll put all the information in the show notes at the end so people can find
Awesome.
your book and all of this awesome information that you're sharing with us. Um, so, oh, I was going to ask you a question, then I just got thrown off. I want to know how long do you feel like you needed to work with regular clientele before you were ready, or how did you know you were ready to move into um, the realm of, you know, higher profile celebrities or clients?
You know, if there was not a time limit, when someone sits in your chair, you need to make them feel like a celebrity. You never know who knows who. The better you make them feel, the more accommodating you are. And I don't mean accommodating as in letting them come late and do whatever they want, but the more heard they feel by you and the better they look when they leave, the more likely they are to go to other people and say, hey, have you heard of this amazing hairstylist, Monaé Everett? You need to give her a try. And my experience was you start with, for lack of better description, lower level celebrities, maybe a pageant queen.
Mm,
And you better believe those pageant girls go hard. So in their
that's good.
realm, they are celebrities, or maybe a local politician, or first lady of the church, baby.
Hey,
That first lady, I mean, in all of those realms, they are celebrities. So
for
that
sure.
gets more and more eyes on your styles and looks that you create. And now we're in a situation where we have so much social media, you're able to see how your work photographs because we can add that to the list. things that I wish I knew.
Yeah.
That the way a hairstyle looks to your eyes is not the same way it looks on camera.
That's
So that
good.
would be another thing. I would say if you know you want to work in the celebrity realm, I need you to really master the basics of cosmetology because you're going to be using that a lot. Like a basic set, like people don't think you are. You will be doing a lot of really basic sets and things of that nature because that's what gets the hair to hold. But if you know you want to go into entertainment and production, in this day and age, find these people that you admire, see if they have classes so that you can continue your education, and then see if you can assist them. And I would say give yourself like a year or two in the salon and see if you can do some side work. Because first off, you want to find out if you even like it. Like, girl, I graduated college in Northern Virginia and told myself, I'm going to be a celebrity hairstylist. There were not really many celebrity hairstylists. I mean,
Right.
celebrities in Northern Virginia.
Right, right, right.
I didn't know how to promote myself, how to market myself. I didn't know about set etiquette. Like, these are so many things that I wish I knew.
Right. No, that's actually a really good point. I was going to Lauren Lake of Lauren Lake's fraternity court has been having some master classes, and she was sort of saying the same thing. One of the girls asked, I want to be on TV, I want to do this and that. And she's just like, okay, well, what's your market? And she didn't live in a place where she would be able to easily get picked up. So location is important when you're trying to work in entertainment.
And you know what? I had a conversation with someone yesterday, a gentleman who's in the music business, and we were talking about hairstylists. And he said something that really kind of caught my attention. And he said a lot of hairstylists don't treat the business like a business. Now, we've heard that before. But if you don't really go hard, if you don't research, if you don't find out who's in your field, if you don't find out who actually books celebrities, who books on productions, you're never giving yourself a shot. You will always be where you are, but then you'll probably start going backwards instead of forward because then you'll be bitter because you're wondering, why don't I get these opportunities? You know, when I started 20 years ago, I didn't have artists that I could go to and ask. Social media wasn't a big deal. There was no such thing as behind the scenes shots. I didn't know who was doing what. And that's why I started my classes because I get so many DMs and I get so many messages. People want to know how to get to where I am and they don't even know how to ask in the right way. But I know the heart is in the right place. Like I get a lot of, you need to take me on your next shoot. And I'm like, well, that's probably going to guarantee I won't. But maybe if you head on over to my website, themonaylife.com, you'll see that I offer instant access courses to help you at least understand the basics of working with high-end clientele and celebrities.
That's so important. And so during this quarantine time, how have you transitioned? Are you, you're not working with celebrities in a salon setting or on set. So how are you doing during this time? And what are you doing during this time?
God put us all on timeout. We on punishment right now.
We are.
So I figured I would take my time to do what you're supposed to do on punishment, which is think about your actions.
Think about your actions. Yes. That's what my mom always told me to do.
Think about what happened that got you here. So not saying that I'm responsible for the whole world, but I'm responsible for myself. So what I've been doing is trying to find a way to give back to really be able to help those artists that DM me and they want the doors open. So I've created programs where I open the doors to celebrity styling. I'm also doing a lot more public speaking because this beauty industry is vast and there is room for everybody to come in here and make some money, cash out,
Love it.
And
Love it.
I want to be a part of that. I'm taking my time to research. I'm taking my time to look within me to find out, Monaé, listen here, what you want to do with yourself? Where you trying to go? You're not 17 anymore. That's how old I was when I first started. No need to cry about where I am now. But you're not 17 anymore. When I first started, I was always the youngest in the room. That's not the case now. So where do I want to go? Do I want to stand up all day? Do I enjoy marking those varicose veins or do I want to do something different? this beauty industry is so vast. I got my eye on a few things. I have been writing more, so
Nice.
maybe another book might come up. Who knows? I've been lining up gigs for public speaking. So
Love
I love
that.
speaking on diversity and inclusion, especially in this beauty industry, and really focusing on teaching. You know, God gave me gifts, but I personally feel that maybe He wants me to do a little bit more with my gifts aside from solely styling hair.
I love that. And I, you mentioned diversity and inclusion. And so I've heard a lot of artists sort of complaining that when they come to set, there isn't someone that looks like them or is familiar with their hair. What do you think the industry can do better to make their clientele feel comfortable or even, pretty or excited to do the work that they're there to do?
I'm trying to decide which voice I want to use because I speak on this so much and I have so many vast ideas on what can be done. I will be honest and say it's a situation that has more problems than solutions.
Mm.
Uh, Learning those basics. I harp on learn your basics and learn how to style all hair textures in cosmetology or before you go to cosmetology. My opinion that I probably stand on is you're not a hairstylist. You're not a professional hairstylist if you can't style all hair textures, meaning if that client doesn't look better when they get out the chair than when they first sat down. You are an influencer or an enthusiast if you can only do hair that's similar to your own.
Mm.
Don't hate on me. Don't be mad. I'm here to help you learn those skills. Head over to the MonaéLife.com. I do a lot of classes. You can watch at your own convenience on your phone. And I answer those questions you may be scared to ask, but I teach how to style hair to photographic perfection. I would be remiss to not bring in the other sides. And there's so many. I don't know. It might be an octagon of this problem. Many times we're not given the opportunity. We don't know where to go to find these opportunities. In my class, So You Want to Be an Editorial Hairstylist, I break down the two parts of the industry, print versus film, union versus non-union. Most people don't even understand there's literally like two parts of the industry. There's literally two unions. If you don't know where to go to ask your questions, how are you going to achieve what you want?
So good.
If you're not knocking on the door, they can never open it for you. So we talked about lack of diversity. We talked about lack of opportunity. And another one, look, people get mad at me, and I hope I don't catch heat for this.
You won't. We're all friends
Or you
here.
never know. We all friends here till we not, you know. You never know. I am, oh, I got so much to say on this subject. But I forgot one point. About it. But here's another one for the artists and their, my biggest point is you should not, you as an entertainer don't necessarily need an artist that looks like you to be able to do your hair. I want to make sure that's tied in. I never advocate and say we need to have more Black artists doing Black hair. We need to have more professionals who are able to style hair. We also need to have more opportunities for Black artists to make their way in. And then this is the part that I go back and forth on. I'm very happy for entertainers, especially Black entertainers, when they achieve their roles. They learn how to navigate their way through Hollywood. They learn about their contracts. They learn to ask for many things in their contract, whether it's a room full of white roses or the third Tuesday off. They can also ask for particular hairstylists. And here's the big part, and advocate for proper payment. So proper payment may be SAG scale or union scale, but it may be more than that, because what if I am a poppin' hairstylist when I don't take 3 months away to go work on a movie?
Right.
Why should I upset all of my clientele at home to go work on your movie because nobody can do your hair? Very much in quotes. We're very aware there are thousands of qualified people. But if you're not in the position to be able to take those jobs, as far as the entertainer is concerned, Nobody can do their hair. But I have spoken, I was even quoted in O Magazine about it, and I even, have tweeted about it and had those picked up. Advocate for your glam professionals the way you want other people to advocate for you. And I say that with kindness and love, because the best part about being home in the quarantine right now is this social uprising we're having. So it's such a multifaceted problem. There are going to be many different steps needed to take. If you're having an issue, more than likely your sister next to you is having an issue.
Correct.
When you go to work on your issue, is it possible that you can add some positivity to hers? Maybe not put her on your shoulder, but realize we're all in this together. We're all having issues together.
Yeah.
So work on bringing up someone with you. And I'm not saying go to the hairstylist you ain't never worked with, but that hairstylist that was taking those lower paid jobs, that was hooking you up when you didn't have the big budgets, she might like 3 months of a job that makes her now union eligible.
Right.
Sorry,
that's so
girl,
good.
I'm just going on and
so
on.
good. No, I'm
passionate about this.
No, that's really good. I actually just moved to LA recently, so that I could get into production, and so there's so much that I still need to learn. So I'm soaking all of this in. So thank you so much for sharing
no problem.
this.
I'm happy to help.
Thank you. And so for people who are just getting on, I want you to say sort of again, just what you offer on your website. I know that you said you have your book and some, you do one-on-ones and you have some classes. If you can just share in detail a little bit about that some more.
Woo. Well, don't let me exhaust y'all, but hey, I am Monaé Everett. I have been a celebrity hairstylist for almost 20 years. I opened the door to celebrity hairstyling for others. Visit themonalife.com and check out my courses that are available for instant access. Or if you think you're ready, hit me up for a private one-on-one consultation and let's see what's going on with your career so we can get it moving. Hey, if you just want to talk to me, I love public speaking, girl, book me. And that right there is my book, Stunning Braids, that you can purchase off of my website or Amazon. It's 25 DIY braided hairstyles for all events.
I love it. And so that is a way so if I were to purchase that book, I would learn how to braid?
Yes, you would learn step-by-step how to braid and different braided hairstyles. You would learn how to create styles for different occasions. So from just hanging out, playing a sport, to going to a wedding. You would also learn what products I use and why, what tools I use and why as well.
So I just want to be clear. The girl who didn't own a comb for a long period of time in her life would be able to learn how to braid hair.
Yes, ma'am.
Ooh,
Absolutely.
boy.
You will learn multiple different ways of braids. There's probably at least 20 different ways to braid. You will learn how, if you can't really braid, how to fake it and make it look like you can really braid. Okay? You'll also learn that there's a lot of styles, because I know a lot of grown women are like, I don't want to braid in my head, and I get that. But there are a lot of styles where braids are the base and they hold the style together, or you only see volume and you don't even know the braid is there. In the book, Stunning Braids in the book.
All right, perfect. I can't wait. Is it on Amazon or do I have to buy it through
on Amazon. If you want me to sign it, you can get it from my website, but it's totally up to you. TheMonaeLife.com. Yes, baby.
Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. I'm so excited that we did this. Does anyone have any other questions before we wrap up? And then is there anything else, any last pointers that you can think of that you wish you would have known early on?
Well, before I forget, I want you guys to text the word hair, HAIR, to 33777 if you want some hairstyling tips, especially if you're a hairstylist, because, I got a lot for you guys. So that's the word hair to 33777. You can also visit the Monaé Life if you want to learn about my classes, or just if you're interested in things on public speaking. Follow me on social media, Instagram and YouTube, 200 videos at Monaé Artistry. And I always tell people I'm an introvert, but when I turn on, I'm ready to talk. So listen, Ashley has opened up her platform. Let her know you're happy I'm here. Send her some likes and send some questions, because she's a busy woman. She got other stuff to do. She just want to know. Let me see. I feel like I saw questions rolling through.
I thought I caught them all. Maybe not. I'm super excited to learn how to braid because one day I feel like I'm going to have a daughter with all this hair. And I was actually just talking to my roommate about this earlier, and I was like, I can't wait to send her to you and for you to just do it.
But
But
here's the thing. I mean, unless you're a super celebrity, you don't get your hair done every day. You're going to have to keep it up in between for her. Your face. You might get a daughter like me. I am so tender-headed that I swear if y'all keep staring at my hair, my head's going to start hurting. And I was crazy picky. This is partly how I went into hair. Like, it was a full-on crying, almost fist fight getting my hair done as a child. And, the punishment is always, if you don't like it, do it yourself. And I was like, totally fine. I will completely do it myself, and I would do my own hair because I needed to not be hurt.
right.
Oh, thank you, Yuma.
Oh
Thank you,
man.
Nicole. I appreciate it.
I've always prayed for sons so that we can just go to the barber shop, but I have a sneaky suspicion that the Lord is going to give me daughters. And so I'm going to have to buy your book and start practicing now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I don't know. I didn't keep count. I think I probably gave you 15 things I wish I knew
You
before
did.
becoming a celebrity artist. I guess I would say also making sure you know the basics. Like, I can't harp on that enough. Like, I'll give you an example. When I was in cosmetology school, I prided myself in skipping out on finger waves. And I swear to God, every 5 years it becomes a style.
Oh,
Like, I prided myself in ducking and dodging because I never really learned how to master them when I was in school. Had to take courses after I graduated to learn how to do them.
mm. And finger waves is a basic?
It is a basic. It is learning how a
Interesting.
basic way to move your hands.
Ah,
Yes, yes, yes. But also, they're in fashion for creating those waves on dry, long hair instead of just the short finger waves. Girl, every time I'd be at a shoot, I feel like it was something on my head that was like, she don't know how to do finger waves. Ask her
ask
for
her.
her. Ask her. Ask her. This will be great. Let's see how does she figure this one out.
Oh man. Well, what did you do?
I figured it out enough. And also, I did take classes. I did do YouTube videos to help me in the moment. I did take classes. And also, it became pretty popular to do pseudo waves. I just
Okay.
always felt bad doing that, you know? See, Rita said finger waves wreck my nerves. They wreck my nerves, yes. But now I can rock them. But sheesh.
That is hilarious. And so, what are your thoughts on the future for hairstylists on shoots?
So
Rita
I'm
brought that up.
prayerful that outside will open back up soon and that we will be able to work again. And there are some new PPE, what is it, personal protection equipment requirements.
Yep.
Uh-oh,
Hmm.
keep
That's it. You
remember.
ready? You are
And I
ready.
included what I speculate them to be from working with a lot of industry insiders in my celebrity cheat sheet checklist. So not only do I go over the materials that I think you should have in your kit, I also have your PPE suggested requirements in there for if you're a hairstylist and you don't know what to get. Like, okay, you guys know about face shields, but do you know about cots? I would tell you more about them, but why? It's a free celebrity cheat sheet checklist at
We're
themonalife.com.
we're sending them to the site so that they
The
can learn
site, it's
that.
free, mama. I ain't got to
We're
tell you
we're
about it.
we're,
It's
we're
free.
sending you there.
I,
So this question is good. So for the regular woman, what should she carry in her purse on a regular, every day?
okay, this is for the regular woman and the celebrity hairstylist. These two things you need to have. When people look at hair, they can only see like from a distance, especially in a photo. And everybody is an Instagram model. You got to look good in your Instagram post. They can only see the shape of, okay, flip, right? When people look at your hair, they can only see the shape of the style and the shine associated. Okay?
Ooh,
So
okay.
a holding spray as well as a shine spray. I freaking love shine sprays. I don't care who you are. So what ethnicity you are, overwhelmingly you want your hair to shine. But what if, like me, you have really fine hair because you know I done borrowed somebody's ponytail. But in
Okay, no
general, my
problem.
hair is
Okay,
very
yep.
fine. I can't put oil on my hair. I can't put grease on my hair. If I'm on a photo shoot, if my blonde haired model doesn't have very thick hair, I can't put oil on it, but I need it to shine. Oil sheen is literally oil sheen. If you have people who don't have a lot of hair, you can spray the hair and create holes, have it fall in place. Have you ever been to a salon and slipped on the floor? You're slipping from oil and oil sheen. Now look, I'm
Right,
not
right, right.
anti-oil and oil sheen, but you
For
asked me
sure.
what a must-have is. Must-have is
Must
a
have
shine spray, and I'm
shine
being
spray.
very clear not to say oil sheen. A shine
Mm-hmm.
spray and a holding spray. Like, I do not work with this company at all, but I have never found a hairspray that works for my natural hair as well as my clients that are not natural so well. That good old Sebastian Reshaper, woo,
Really?
holds it
Okay.
all together. And it does not make natural hair that's been straightened revert. It does not make thin blonde hair fall down. It just gets in there and does what I needed to do. Those two must-haves. Oh, and a few bobby pins and a ponytail holder, because you know you just never know what's gonna happen that day. If the clouds and sky open up on you, you don't want to be running around looking like, you know, a wet whatever, you know.
Listen, this has been life-changing. I am so excited.
Oh, thank
I've never been
you.
more excited to do my hair. Actually, yeah, this is top three for excited that I've been to do my hair. I got pulled on to Monique Rodriguez's live from Mael, and so
Yes.
that was pretty exciting. She gave me a tutorial on how to make my hair look like this, and so that was pretty cool. um, and
Awesome. I
Aja said
love her.
she's going to be on the show next in 2 weeks.
I
She'll be
love,
on the
yes,
show
I
in
saw the
2 weeks.
flyer. I love her. I actually did some advertisements for Mael for BET for Black Girls Rock a couple of years ago. And I'm like, what's up? Hit me up. I want to work more with the brand.
She is a doll. She is the best ever. The best. So yes, this is like up there with how excited I am about doing my hair because I never get excited about my hair.
Girl,
But it just says
if I had that beautiful hair, my life would probably be a different path. You got to have difficult, hard to work with hair that makes you concentrate on it. Like, I remember being 10 and blow drying my hair and going to my mom like, listen, I just figured out if I use this brush attachment instead of this comb, my hair will look nice. And her being like, what? I use combs. Yeah, but it doesn't look nice when you do it. It looks nice when you do it this way. And you see the look that you have. Imagine being 10 and my mom was just like, I had to figure it out. Yes,
you had to figure it out, but you did, and now
I
look where
did.
you are. And what are we manifesting? Beyonce,
Queen
because
bee.
it's
Yes,
happening.
ma'am. Let's manifest it. Yes,
It
yes,
is
yes. Queen,
happening for the both of us. I can't wait. I
it
cannot
is
wait.
going to happen. We are calling it in. And listen, I love whenever somebody's kind enough to extend their platform to me. So anybody who heard me on this platform, please DM me and let me know you heard me. If you got any questions or anything, because you know, these women work really hard at putting podcasts together. I know you think that Ash just hit live and we just started talking. There's a lot of behind the scenes work. Make sure this Black woman knows she's appreciated. Let her know
Oh,
you
thank
guys
you.
are enjoying the lives.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I've got so much information to take back to my friend because remember, this was all for her. It wasn't for
Yes,
me. It was
she gonna
all
get
it
it
was all
all.
for her.
Yeah, you didn't need
All
any
of
of
it.
it. She's gonna get all of the information. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you again so much. One more time, drop the website, drop the Instagram, all of the things so that the people who just joined us know where to find you.
And go from there. Okay, so the Monaé Life, Monae. The Monaé Life is Monae. The Monaé Life, Monae. And then, you know, clearly it's my name. So come on over and find me on Instagram or YouTube at Monaé Artistry. It's still Monae.
Perfect. And I'm gonna have all this information in the show notes. This will go on IGTV. It will be on YouTube, and it'll also be on Apple Podcasts and all those other streaming things. So thank you again for doing this, and everyone have a good night.
Tell your girl to DM me.
Listen, I'm sending her your way.
Okay, thanks. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.